Have you ever thought about tying the knot again but felt that nagging doubt about whether it's the right move? Remarriage later in life is a whole different beast compared to your younger years, and there are critical truths people often miss until it's too late. Whether you've been flying solo for years, recently divorced, or widowed, stepping back into marriage comes with unique challenges that can shake up your finances, relationships, and happiness in ways you might not see coming. In this video, we're diving into 5 game-changing truths you must know before remarrying after 60. These insights could completely shift how you approach love, commitment, and long-term security at this stage of life. Too many rush into remarriage, swept up in emotion, only to face unexpected stress and complications down the road. But armed with the right knowledge, you can make a decision that brings unshakable fulfillment, peace, and stability. Stick with us to the end, because these 5 truths could save you from heartache and ensure your next relationship is truly the right fit. Whether you're on the verge of saying, "I do," or just exploring the idea, you need to hear this. Let's dive in. Number 1, financial realities hit harder after 60. One of the biggest shocks people face when remarrying later in life is how deeply it can impact their financial world. Many think remarriage is all about love and companionship, but let's get real, marriage is also a legal and financial contract. If you're not careful, it can rattle your retirement savings, social security benefits, pensions, and even what you pass down to your kids or loved ones. The last thing you want is to walk into a marriage thinking it'll simplify your life, only to find it's turned your financial future upside down in ways you never saw coming. Take Social Security, for example. Did you know that remarrying could slash or even wipe out benefits tied to your former spouse's work record? That's a gut punch if you're counting on that income to maintain your lifestyle. Pensions and survivor benefits can also come with hidden traps. Some get voided the moment you say, "I do." If you or your partner rely on pension payments, check the fine print before making any moves. Beyond government benefits, there's the reality of merging finances. Your retirement savings, debts, and spending habits now intertwine with someone else's, even if you keep separate accounts. State laws can dictate how assets are split in a divorce or after a passing, which might not align with your plans. If you have kids or grandkids, remarriage can complicate their inheritance. Many assume they can leave assets to their children as intended, but a new spouse might have legal claims you didn't anticipate. Consider Robert, a 72-year-old who remarried after losing his wife. He thought his kids would inherit his estate as planned, but his new marriage gave his wife legal rights to his assets, potentially leaving his children with less. It took tough conversations and legal adjustments to protect everyone he cared about. If you're thinking about remarriage, don't skip the hard talks. Sit down with a financial advisor or estate planner to fully grasp how it'll impact your retirement, savings, and legacy. These discussions might not feel romantic, but they're your shield for a secure future. Number 2, family dynamics can get messy. When you remarry later in life, you're not just uniting 2 hearts, you're blending families, histories, and expectations. Love might spark the connection, but family ties can ignite complexities you didn't see coming. Unlike younger couples starting fresh, people over 60 bring adult children, grandchildren, and decades of family traditions to the table. Merging these worlds isn't always as smooth as you'd hope. One major hurdle is how your adult kids react. Even if they want you to be happy, they might wrestle with loyalty to your previous spouse or stress about how this new relationship affects family traditions, finances, or their inheritance. Some may embrace your new partner with open arms, while others might feel resentment, suspicion, or even worry about your well-being. These feelings are normal, but if mishandled, they can create lasting tension that strains not just your marriage but your entire family. Then there's the impact on grandchildren. If you've been their rock, a new spouse might feel like a disruption. Some kids embrace the change, others need time to adjust. The same goes for your partner's family. If they have kids or grandkids, blending traditions and expectations takes patience and grit. Inheritance is another flashpoint. It's not uncommon for children to worry that a new spouse could alter wills, redirect financial plans, or claim assets they thought were theirs. These concerns aren't always about greed, they're often about preserving the legacy you intended. Take Susan, for instance. At 68, she remarried after a decade of being single, expecting her kids to cheer her on. Instead, she faced tough talks about inheritance, holiday plans, and even where she'd live. She learned that her new marriage demanded open communication and reassurance to keep the family harmony intact. If you're eyeing remarriage, don't shy away from these conversations. Talk to your family, be upfront about your plans, and listen to their concerns. Set clear expectations about what will, and won't, change. It might take time for everyone to adjust, but tackling these issues early can prevent resentment and misunderstandings. Approach these talks with patience, honesty, and a firm commitment to honoring the relationships you've built over the years. If you're finding these insights eye-opening, drop number 2 in the comments to let me know you're with me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss a video. Your support fuels our mission to deliver content that informs and inspires. Let's keep going. Number 3, emotional expectations shift at this stage. Love in your 60s, 70s, or beyond isn't what it was decades ago. When you were younger, marriage was about building a life, raising kids, buying a home, climbing career ladders. But after 60, it's about companionship, emotional support, and balancing independence with connection. This shift catches many off guard, and it can lead to challenges you didn't expect. One big difference is the independence you bring to the table. By now, you've got routines, hobbies, and a lifestyle that feels just right. A new marriage throws another person's habits, preferences, and expectations into the mix, and that adjustment can be tougher than you think. Some expect remarriage to be a breeze once they find the one, but it takes work to navigate boundaries, personal space, and individual identity. Unlike younger couples chasing shared goals like financial security, later-in-life marriages often involve two people who are already stable and self-sufficient. Love, companionship, and shared moments take center stage, but that means you must be clear about expectations, how much time you'll spend together, how you handle conflict, and how you preserve your independence while nurturing the relationship. Past experiences also shape the dynamic. If you've lost a spouse or endured a tough divorce, those emotions don't vanish when you remarry. You and your partner bring decades of history, previous relationships, family ties, and deep-seated views on love and commitment. That's not a bad thing, but it demands openness, patience, and understanding. The way you communicate, show affection, or resolve disagreements is colored by your past, and blending those differences is key to a thriving second marriage. Take Harold, for example. At 75, he found love again after years of widowhood. But he didn't expect how different this relationship would feel compared to his first marriage. His late wife was his partner for decades, their rhythms second nature. His new wife, divorced for years, fiercely valued her independence in ways he hadn't encountered. It took time to find their groove, balancing closeness with personal space, communicating without dwelling on the past, and embracing their unique dynamic. If remarriage is on your radar, ask yourself, what do you really want from this relationship? Companionship with minimal disruption to your routine? A shared home, or separate spaces? Are you emotionally ready to blend two established lives? These answers will guide you to a marriage built on mutual understanding, not unmet expectations. Number 4, legal considerations carry more weight than you think. Marriage isn't just a vow of love, it's a legal contract, and after 60, that contract gets more complex. Many assume love is enough to make a marriage work, but without grasping the legal side, you could face consequences that catch you off guard. From prenups to medical decision-making, there are critical legal matters to tackle before you walk down the aisle. Start with estate planning. When you remarry, your spouse may gain automatic legal rights to your assets, even if you plan to leave them to your kids, grandkids, or others. Without a clear plan, your estate could be divided in ways you never intended. Updating your will or setting up a trust can ensure your wishes are honored. Then there's medical decision-making. If you become ill or incapacitated, your spouse often gets priority over adult children or other family members to make choices on your behalf. This can spark tension if your spouse and kids disagree on your care. Advanced directives or a medical power of attorney can clarify your wishes and prevent conflicts. Prenuptial agreements are another powerful tool. Some shy away from them, worried they'll kill the romance, but a well-crafted prenup can prevent misunderstandings by outlining how assets, debts, and responsibilities will be handled. It's about clarity and protection for both of you. Take Eleanor, for example. At 67, she was thrilled to remarry but wanted to protect her assets for her kids. She and her fiancé drafted a prenup, giving her peace of mind and reassuring her children that their inheritance was secure. Legal talks aren't sexy, but they're non-negotiable. Consult an attorney specializing in estate planning or family law to avoid confusion and stress. These steps let you focus on what matters, building a fulfilling, secure relationship. Still with me? Drop number 4 in the comments to show you're here. If you haven't subscribed, do it now and hit the bell to stay in the loop. Your support keeps us creating content to inform and inspire. Let's move on. Number 5, happiness looks different as you age. As we grow older, happiness evolves. In your younger years, marriage meant building a future, raising a family, securing finances, creating a life from scratch. After 60, it's about cherishing the life you've built, finding joy in the present, and aligning with what truly fulfills you. Before remarrying, ask yourself, does this relationship match the happiness you want now? Many assume remarriage will automatically bring joy, but happiness in later years comes from different places. For some, it's daily companionship. For others, it's a partner for special moments while keeping independence. Some want to preserve their routines without compromise. The key is knowing what happiness means to you today, not 30 or 40 years ago. One big mistake is thinking love alone will cure loneliness. Companionship is wonderful, but true fulfillment starts within. If you're not happy on your own, marriage won't fix that. It might even feel restrictive if the realities of sharing life don't match your vision. Lifestyle compatibility is also critical. You've got established routines, how you spend your mornings, travel, or socialize. If your partner's lifestyle clashes, it can create friction instead of joy. Some love spontaneity, others crave structure. Some thrive on quiet nights, others live for social scenes. If you're not aligned, consider how much you're willing to adjust and whether it'll truly make you happier. Take Frank, for example. At 72, he remarried quickly, believing companionship would fill the void of his past marriage. But his new wife wanted frequent travel while he loved staying home. She was social, he craved quiet. Though they cared for each other, their differences made Frank feel he'd lost the freedom he valued. Before you remarry, reflect deeply. Do you want a traditional marriage, sharing everything? Or companionship with personal space? Would living separately but staying committed suit you better? There's no wrong answer, only what feels right for you. Ensure your choice supports your long-term happiness, not disrupts the peace you've built. Final thoughts, as we wrap up, let's reflect. Remarrying after 60 can be a beautiful journey, but it's a decision packed with realities many overlook until they're in deep. From financial shifts to family tensions, emotional expectations, legal complexities, and your personal definition of happiness, these factors demand serious thought before you commit. Marriage at this stage isn't about old traditions, it's about a choice that serves you. Some find profound joy in remarrying, others thrive in independence or alternative forms of companionship. Whatever path you choose, make sure it aligns with your values, lifestyle, and long-term well-being. If this video sparked new thoughts, take your time. Talk to loved ones, seek financial and legal advice, and listen to your heart. There's no rush, this stage of life is about embracing what makes you truly happy, not what others expect. Thank you for joining us. Drop a comment below with one thing you learned today and how you'll apply it. Your thoughts mean the world to us and keep us motivated. If you found this helpful, like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us keep delivering content to inform and inspire. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.